Hey, hello, great minds. I hope you're doing awesome. Yes, we have just finished the upgrade of the preamp of this off market generic bass guitar. Now, we switched it from, of course, it was a four knobs bass guitar with a very, very flat tone, which you would hear right now. And now we have switched it to an amazing five-tone port bass guitar. Now have a look at the configuration. And of course, we have a switch on it. This is an amazing one, I tell you. This is also a generic preamp, but great build, great tone. First and foremost, we have the volume knob, which is right here. And the volume knob also serves as the active passive switch. So when you pull it up, it is passive. And when you push it down, it is active. Now, passive is basically you not making use of the battery in the control of the preamp, while active is you making use of the battery. Of course, active sounds a lot fuller because it activates the EQ tone ports that we have on the other configurations or on the other knobs, and makes it a lot easier for you to dial in almost any tone. On passive, not that it isn't good, it is also great, but really, you only get to control how much of the tone you want in your mix. So you could have a flat tone and you could have a full tone. And next to it slightly is your tone knob. So when you're on passive mode, if you dial anti-clockwise, you have a very flat tone. And if you dial completely clockwise, you have a fuller tone. Now, somewhere in between, you can dial in whatever preference you need. Directly diagonal, or would I say above, it is a pickup balance where you get to select which of the pickups you want to play or have a blend of both. That's why it's also called a pickup blend. And on the right here is your mid frequency. The mid frequency is what makes the bass sound as bass and not just a boom. So your mid frequency dials in so much sweetness to your instrument. And above it is a double concentric tone port, which carries two tones. So we have below, we have the bass, and above, directly above or on top of it, we have the treble. And this beautiful dial switch here is amazing. You can dial in 3 different frequencies of your mid-range. So if you need much more fullness of your mid-range, you dial it one position. If you need less fullness, another position. And of course, a lot lesser fullness, there is another position for you to dial into it. So before I bore you with so much talk, let's go ahead and play this bass. So first and foremost, we'll start from our passive mode. Don't forget I said when you go passive, you simply would only be making use of your tone knob and of course your pickup blend. Your pickup blend helps you choose which of the pickups. So this is our passive mode and we are having our tone knob completely flat and we are having our pickup blend right there in the middle. Yeah, that's our passive mode with our tone knob completely flat, our pickup blend somewhere in the middle. Now we're going to switch to our full, tone knob. We're making it fuller. Now you can hear it's a lot fuller than when we had it on a flat tone position. So really, it's an amazing preamp that gives you so much juice, better than so many other, big names out there. So it's something I would love you to get for yourself. You can reach out. You have details on your screen if you need a preamp like this on your regular off-market or generic bass guitars. Before I do too much talking and forget about you here, because we're here to listen to the tone of this bass, let us switch to active. And as I always say, there is so much juice in active. Now you can hear the bite already. There's so much bite to this bass, but now I'm not even having my low frequency right in there. So just imagine I turn up my low frequency and we have it this way. How that boom effect was so obvious. Still on my pickup blend in the middle, and of course, when we're on the active mode, we are basically disengaging the tone knob. The tone knob doesn't work on the active mode. So now let's dial in some treble and bring in our mid, because our mid was turned completely off. Let's bring in our mid and switch our mid frequency selector to the middle position. Wow, that's amazing. So finally, I think we'll turn, okay, no, not finally, let's still do two switches. So let's switch to, the mid-frequency selector switch. Let's take it to the left-hand side. We had it in the middle earlier on, so we're going to the left-hand side right now. Now you felt that, right? Now that's your mid-frequency switch selector to the left. Now let's take it to the extreme right. Now you can hear how amazing this sounds. And I didn't really have my mid-frequency turned way up. Now let's turn our mid-frequency way up and let's feel the kaboom. This is an amazing preamp, I must tell you, and something that I feel you need to get. You can reach out to Soundbank Guitar Clinic for an amazing preamp change like this. And just as you hit that dial, let me groove a little bit more. See you next time, guys.